This is working or not, having some technical difficulties. If you guys can hear me, go ahead and just put some comments down below. Let me know if this is working or not. So while I wait to see if we've got a working connection, I just want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing we talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. Let me just let tech support know it's working right fast. And welcome, guys. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Is baby here yet? No, baby's not here yet. But we do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoon, actually. So there is a chance that we will have baby tomorrow afternoon. We'll find out. But anyway, not yet. So thank you for the question. I decided to throw a little hoodie on, give a little Keen and Grace look here. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Okay, now I don't even know what's going on. All right, so danger in the market. Yes. We are going to talk about this. So basically, what I'm seeing right now is high unpredictability. I call it great unexpectations. I don't even know if unexpectations is a word, but we're going to go with it. This is great unexpectations, literally completely unpredictable. I cannot figure out, you can't predict this market. Even other YouTubers I was watching today, they're like, yeah, this was completely unexpected. So, we've had this before where like individual stocks, you'll do all your technical and fundamental analysis and everything, and it'll just completely go the wrong direction. And you're just like, oh, well, it happens, right? But to have it happen in the entire stock market is really rare. So, yeah, it's crazy, right? Why is the market green during a correction? Is it a bull trap? Yeah, we're going to get into all this. It's wild. So let's kind of explain what happened today, what's going on. So as you guys know, there really wasn't any news today. This is the crazy part. There was like no news. We know that the bond markets were closed due to the federal holiday. It was just the stock market today. And the Congress was closed. The federal government was shut down. The Congress doesn't even really get back into session until Wednesday. And now we do have to, get Congress back in session. We got to get the, not the spending bill, the appropriations bill passed to basically delay the debt limit until December 3rd. But man, it was wild. So let me just pull up SPY real fast and just kind of go over the market. So this is the daily chart on SPY. And what I want to do is just kind of zoom in here and kind of show this to you guys. So let's just go back to Friday real fast. So on both Thursday and Friday, the orange line, by the way, is my 10-day EMA right here. On both Thursday and Friday, we closed above the 10-day EMA. Not only that, but we actually had a golden cross on the MACD on Friday as well. Now, generally speaking, more than 80% of the time, when you are looking for a rebound in either stock or the market, and you get a golden cross on the MACD histogram turns green, you start closing above the 10-day EMA, all of these signs point to confirmation that the market is rebounded, you're going to go up. So it's not unusual to have a drop back down to the 10-day EMA before bouncing and going back, retesting. Today, we dropped, so we were right here at the 10-day EMA, okay? And let me kind of show you what happened during the day. I'm going to pull up the 1 minute. Zoom way out here. Okay, let me get this fixed. So we had the big rise early today. Some people on the Discord actually went in there, and on the Discord, they actually pulled out some major profits early morning. They bought a bunch of call options on SPY in the very early morning. It ran up, They were made anywhere from 100 to 200%. Some people closed out around 110%. Some people held a little bit longer, closed out around 200%. But just massive profits in the Discord this morning. Now, I didn't get in that early. I wasn't convinced. I thought we were going to kind of a flat day. I thought we might pull back. So what I ended up doing is I waited. And when we came down here, I was like, okay, cool. Now we're actually negative on the day. We're pretty flat. They were down about like 0.2%, 0.3% at that point. And kind of saw this run up and then come back down and flat, flat, flat. And then it started running up again. And I was like, back above the 10-day EMA, back above the 21-day EMA. I was like, this is perfect. I was like, we are going to get a small rise in a day. And I bought a bunch of call options right here at this point. And literally the second I bought those call options, it tanked. It was a 0.4% drop in 1 hour. It literally sold off the entire rest of the day. Completely unexpected. I was chatting with people. We were all talking about this. Nobody predicted this. Nobody could predict this. It was crazy. So, yeah, it was wild. It was a wild drop with no news. And so, yeah, I lost money on that. I'm not going to lie. That play, I'm already down 30% in like 1 hour. It was bad. And so what I do see, though, if we come over to, let me pull up the daily chart again, because this may not be as bad as you guys might be thinking. Let me zoom in real fast here. So normally what you have is we have a gap here. Okay, you see this gap, how we were here and then we jumped up here. Now, a lot of times, technically, when you have a gap, you will do what's called closing the gap. So I'm just going to put that close right here. And hopefully you guys can see this blue line. So this was our gap. And generally, you're going to close the gap. So notice how we came down, we closed the gap today. So a lot of times, once the gap is closed, we can start going back up. But I don't know. This is really unpredictable. And I'm going to get into a few stocks. You're going to see how unpredictable everything was today. But I could not predict a drop below the 10-day down to the gap. I don't know what to say. It was really crazy. So when I say danger in the stock market, what I mean is the stock market's unpredictable. Just be careful. Don't be putting a ton of money in right now because things just, they're hard to predict. And I mean, that can be good. You can make a lot of money. Let's go over a few of these stocks that some YouTubers talked about. I'm going to start with PROG because here was one that was unpredictable to the upside. So check this out, man. This thing was up over 60% today during the market and after hours. What happened is it was going down. Everything was looking pretty bearish on this, honestly. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere today, this thing shoots up over 60%. Now, even Zip Trader said this was completely unpredictable, completely unexpected. Keenan Grace went into a little bit more details, and he explained how over 50% of short sellers covered PROG today. Now, what happens when 50% of short sellers cover? Of course, the stock runs up 60%. That is literally the definition of a short squeeze. So what we saw on PROG today was a short squeeze. So when you are investing in these short squeeze potential stocks, you're trying to get what you saw today on PROG. This is your ideal goal. This is your dream right here. And it happened. So this guy right here, this was a short squeeze. It's only about halfway done right now. I personally think we're probably going to see another big run up on Tuesday. And then by that time, almost all of the short sellers will have covered. And I would just close out. If you are holding PROG, I would close out on Tuesday and just take your profits and look to get into another play. But I think PROG is going to be over tomorrow. This play, it's short squeezed. We got what we wanted. It's done. The other one is, I want to talk about SoFi real fast. SoFi is another one. It was up 13% today unexpectedly. Basically what happened with SoFi, if I can pull this guy up, is, let's see. So give me a second. It's locked up here. So SOFI was up over 13% today because, okay, oops, went away. Where'd it go? Give me a second. 1 second, guys. I gotta pull it up. Beautiful thing about doing these live videos is you get to see all these little glitches. All right, where'd it go? Let me refresh this because it was here. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I don't know why it didn't show up, but basically Morgan Stanley yesterday, they initiated coverage with a $25 price target and a buy rating. That is what shot SOFI up today. The average analyst price target is now up to $23.50 with about a 28% upside. That's a 1-year price target, but this is basically why it shot up today. It was because of Morgan Stanley. And then the other one, which is not, it wasn't unexpected or anything, but just talk about it real fast, is CHPT. This is ChargePoint. ChargePoint, ZipTrader talked about how their recurring revenue model is growing. So basically, when it comes to CHPT, what's happening here is that the recurring revenue model is going up. So ChargePoint will, if you're a business owner, let's say you own like a retail store or something, you can call ChargePoint, have them come out, install a charging station, and then you pay them a monthly fee for basically service updates and things. And so it's a subscription model for them. And their revenue stream is continuing to grow. And just like NIO and Tesla and all these other companies that are creating these revenue streams, recurring revenue streams, that is really helping out future profits. Of course, we already know that CHPT was already oversold. It's now coming back up. We have a rise on the MACD here. It does look like this is going to have a golden cross tomorrow, which is really good. Multiple news articles, a lot of Seeking Alpha bloggers, they've been coming out recently saying that CHPT is oversold. It's time to buy. We did get a close above the 10-day EMA today as well. Now, again, we've got confirmation on the MACD of a rebound. We've got confirmation on the EMAs of a rebound. Does that mean CHPT is going to rebound? Well, there's an 80% chance that yes, CHPT is going to rise. It's going to get well into the 20s by the end of this week. But again, with the great unexpectations we've had and the huge volatility, there are no guarantees. Now, I'd be very, very comfortable buying call options on CHPT here. But just keep in mind that this is just wild and crazy. Now, a little bit longer term, past the end of this week, we have the Congress, after they pass this debt limit extension that they should do this week, they're going to get refocused back on the infrastructure bill. Hopefully they get that passed by the end of this month, and that is going to help further push CHPT higher. It's just going to be another upward catalyst for this as well as a lot of other infrastructure stocks. So keep your mind out for those. What I want to do real fast is just see if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want to talk about real fast. And then we're going to end it because I've still got this headache. I've got all these issues I'm dealing with. This bacterial infection has been knocking me out, making me really tired. So I just want to get this out to you real fast, especially after all the technical issues I've had. Just make sure we get a video going. So let's see what we got. Yes, everything is a mess. Very difficult to predict. Please be careful, guys. Bunch of dangers. Let's see. What do we got here? All right, just going to look through the comments. Yeah, sure. Happy birthday, Brian. I hope you have a really happy birthday. Cash secured puts on CHPT. I really like that idea. Cash secured puts CHPT is a great idea. I think that's a good, safe investment, especially if you're got your cash secured puts around $17 or lower. I think that's an awesome idea. Profits on SOFI. If you're short term, yeah, I mean, I still like it as a long term hold. But if you're a short term trader, then yeah, I like the idea of taking profits here. It might run up a little bit more, but it, I don't know. I don't know. It's really, really hard to predict. Let's go look at the 1 hour. Kind of flat, way, way, way overbought. I mean, dropping, but it's hard to say. I have seen things like this before where it looks like it's going to drop and then it shoots back up. Oh, that's the other one I wanted to talk to you guys about. The Shiba Inu, this crypto. This was the other way unexpected one. So let me explain why this was unexpected today. Is we had this big whale that I think it was right here, right around, it was about 13 cents. This whale bought like $6 billion worth of Shiba Inu, and this thing shot up. Okay, great. We expected that, right? Well, check this out. The whale this day sold. We saw it go down. That was expected. The news comes out that he sells, and you know what this sucker does? It shoots up like whatever it was up to. I don't even know what it was up. 16%. Like, what is going on? You'd expect with a $6 billion sell-off, this thing would drop. No, it goes up 16%. Like, you can't predict anything right now. It's not just the stocks that are unpredictable. Crypto's unpredictable. Gold, all right, I'm just going to do the gold ETF. Normally, when you have high inflation coming, when you have high interest rates coming, people will flock to gold in order to, as a hedge on their portfolios. You don't see a flock to gold right now. You see gold dropping. So where's the money going? If it's coming out of stocks and it's not going into gold, where the heck is it going? Because gold should be rising right now. Gold and silver should be rising. They're not. You know what's going up? You guys know what's going up right now? Cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies. People are, these big whales are moving their money into crypto as their like stores of value to protect against inflation. They're not even going to gold anymore. I mean, this whole market is just ridiculous. I cannot predict it. I literally cannot predict it. So all I can tell you guys is please be careful. That's all I got. I think you're talking about SOFI bank charter approved. Yeah, totally. When that bank charter gets approved, and I don't know how long it's going to take, because the thing about it is the bank charter was applied for back in March, and it still has not gotten approved yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Mom is doing really good. Thank you so much for asking. You guys got any good questions before we go? I'm really tired, but I want to help you guys out as much as possible here. Swing stocks. You know, I have not found any really good swing stocks in forever and a day, but PLTR is the only good stock that I think is a good swing right now, because it's this pretty consistent bounce off of these lines here. Right now, it is rising on the MACD. It is maintaining the 200-day EMA. So if you're going to swing, I would swing PLTR with a sellout at around 27.50. It's about the only really good swing trade that I see right now. Let's see. LCID. Y'all are asking about LCID. Let's go take a look. Bearish. Wow. So we have the death cross. This is where the gold line goes below the blue line. Death cross on the MACD. MACD histogram dropping. RSI dropping. Candles dropping. Candle closing. See, 10-day EMA was at 23.96. We're at 22.80. Yeah, bearish, bearish, bearish. This is ugly. LCID is very, very ugly. Still love it long term, but short term not looking good. Bank options. Yeah, guys, banks are great investments right now. Banks are going to do really good against higher interest rates and inflation. Citigroup hasn't run up yet, so I really like Citigroup. Morgan Stanley's another one that I really like. It is, again, not extremely overpriced. It's at a good point right now. Goldman Sachs is another one that I like, that is a very reasonable price. And look, I mean, PE ratio is 7.18. Morgan Stanley PE ratio is 13.18, a little bit higher. Citigroup PE ratio is 7.19. So yeah, banking stocks are great. I really like this. SOFI we just talked about. Uh, do, 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 let's oops, hold on. Let's just real fast talk about some of these other markets that we don't normally talk about on this channel, because there are opportunities out there. As inflation starts to go up, which it is continuing to go up, we have a couple of things going on. I just want to focus on these down here at the bottom of the screen. So I know some of these are going to be covered up, but I'll just talk about them. So first of all, well, here, let me fix this for you guys. There we go. So what we've got is, it says computers, phones, household electronics, basically consumer goods. So if you're looking at consumer goods, those are going to do well during high inflation because people are going to continue to buy stuff they need. Energy has done extremely well. It will continue to do well. People will continue to buy gas and electricity no matter how expensive it gets. Uranium is a completely different beast. This is one that is in the middle of an artificial short squeeze. Basically, one company has been pumping uranium by basically buying all of the uranium. It is driving prices higher. It is a complete and total market manipulation, but a lot of people have been making a lot of money on it. The problem is you are literally the mercy of a single company right now, and when that company starts selling, uranium's going to tank. Coal, again, is energy, paper, lumber. Basically just think about things that people need no matter how expensive they get. So those are all your good inflation hedges, all things that are going up that you guys are seeing today. Okay, let's see what else we can talk about. Yeah, LG, all of this stuff is absolutely correct, but none of that is new. All of that is priced in. There's no new news that's been coming out lately. 5 years out, where do I see SOFI? Oh my gosh, 5 years? Way up. This could be SOFI could be a 5 banger. I mean, easily 500% up. I love SOFI long term. Okay, yeah, let's talk about RIOT, MARA, all of those. So, and I'll just pull up MARA. It's a little more popular, or we can do RIOT, same thing. They usually run pretty much identical. So normally, when Bitcoin starts running up, and I'm just going to pull up Bitcoin because this is really what's going to affect it. Guys, look at this massive rise on Bitcoin over the past few days, just straight up to the moon. Meanwhile, you got RIOT dropping. I mean, look at this inverse. Straight up, straight down. What is that? RIOT and MARA should be skyrocketing right now, and yet they're dropping. Guys, this is just more of the crazy. I think, so what we have right now is called divergence, right? So divergence, you can think of RIOT and MARA sort of as derivatives. So where they're going to move based on the other underlying asset, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin and Ethereum are running up. Meanwhile, MARA and RIOT are dropping, which makes no sense whatsoever. Right now, BTC, as it continues to run up, especially as it gets real close to 60,000 again, we're going to be looking at a psychological level where people are going to try to run this up. I don't know why MARA and RIOT are dropping, but I think they're undervalued. I think they should be rising, and I don't I don't get it. I don't get it. MARA is rising. RIOT dropping. Makes no sense. If I was going to buy one of these two, I'd be buying RIOT. That's my thought on that. Oil, uranium, I already talked about those. Let's see what we got. Anything else you all are talking about? So LCID 5 years from now. This one's a little bit tougher because as bullish as I am on LCID long term, the one thing that is really going to hurt LCID is the fact that they need cash, and a lot of cash. And the only way they're going to be able to get that cash is through share offerings. So while the profits and the revenue should all cause LCID to rise, the share offerings are going to put a lot of downward pressure on the stock price. It's very hard to predict LCID long term. I don't know. I like it as a long-term play, but I think over the next 3 years, I'd say, you're going to have a lot of downward pressure from share offerings. I think LCID is going to have a lot of the issues that TSLA had back about 10, 11, 12 years ago. And I don't even know if I can go back that far. Let's go to the monthly here. So, yeah, I got to go back like here. So, if we look at the monthly, you kind of have these rise ups, and then it would drop, and it kind of rise and drop. I mean, it struggled for years before it really became profitable, didn't need all that money anymore, and then it just started shooting up, and it has been an absolute rocket ever since. I think LCID is going to have the same thing. We're kind of in this period on LCID right here, where we probably got 3 years of struggle before, I'd say years 4 and 5, we start taking off. So that's my thoughts probably on LCID. Crash will happen this year, 5 years, 10 years. Yeah. I'm not even looking at the crash right now. I'm just looking at a market correction. We're still overdue for a market correction, way overdue. I think it'll happen next month when the government shutdown deadline is December 3rd. We have the debt crisis deadline is December 3rd. We have the Fed that is going to most likely be tapering in the middle of November. It's a lot of bad news towards the middle to end of November. I think we're going to have a big correction here soon. Yep. Anybody that missed the beginning, just go watch the replay. No big deal here. Let's see. VLTA. This is one we kind of talked about. This is a Larry Jones pick. We'll pull up the daily. Any of these SPACs, I've noticed that they tend to drop to about $7 to $8 post-merger. We're in that range right now. So I don't know what it's going to do short term, but for a medium to long-term hold, I like it at this price. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about real fast. Sorry, I don't really see anybody talking about it, but this is one thing I want to bring up real fast. I already talked about SHIB earlier. I need to get back to this because we need to talk about some reality here. Let's just get everybody grounded in reality. So we're talking about going to 0.01, 1 penny, right? All right. I just want to make this real clear for y'all. 1 penny is the goal. That's basically where we're at right now. 4 zeros and a 31. It's a 322 time gain from where we are right now. All right. I'm going to pull this up. Let's get some reality going right here. Shiba Inu, rising, rising, rising. We have a current market cap of 100,000, wait, 100,000 million billion, 12 billion. 12 billion market cap. Where'd my calculator go? There you are. Times 12194223909. Current market cap. In order for SHIB to hit 1 penny, its market cap needs to be 100,000 million billion trillion. $4 trillion. $4 trillion market cap. Let's see where Dogecoin is right now. 29 billion. Let's see where Bitcoin is right now. 1 trillion. So in order for SHIB to hit 1 penny, it would have to reach 4 times the market cap of Bitcoin. Or in other words, SHIB would have to reach the entire market cap of all cryptocurrencies currently in existence. How long do you think it's going to take SHIB to hit the market cap of all cryptocurrencies currently in existence? Literally, if every single penny invested into cryptocurrencies right now went into Shiba coin, that is what it would take to get to 1 penny. So I just want to put that in perspective for you guys. If you're waiting for SHIB to hit 1 penny, you're going to be waiting decades. I'm not saying it can't happen, but you might be dead by the time it does. Just want to throw a little reality out there for you guys. Let's move on. Alrighty. Thank you for the news. RIOT dropping into the share offering. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. Love you guys. So I love having these live videos. I get a lot more information than I can find. So thank you, Rich, for the information. Our SPY call is still a good move right now. I don't know. Maybe read the title of this video, Danger in the Stock Market. I don't know. They're dangerous. I'm holding them, but they're dangerous. I still think we're going to go up Wednesday. Definitely think we're going to go up Wednesday and Thursday, but how much are we going to drop on Tuesday before we go up? I don't know. Let's see. No, I haven't talked about Facebook yet. Let's do that real fast. Quite a few of you guys have been asking. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Look at that drop. All right. Before I open my mouth, let's see if there's any real news. Top Facebook digital currency engineers depart. Whoopsies. Okay. New features to tell people when Instagram and Facebook are down. Great. Not helpful at all in my mind. I don't get it. I don't see... Yeah, of course, you're adding new safety features for teens. Yeah, because they get a whistleblower and a big old investigation. Obviously, all the news is bad for Facebook right now. Between the outage, the whistleblower, blah, blah, blah. Bad, bad, bad. Technically, very bearish. No signs of turning around. Although, you know, we have a rising MACD on the histogram. We've got the RSI near oversold, but not there yet. We do have resistance here at the 200-day EMA. But it's really hard to say. This could keep dropping to the 300 or even further. I don't know. There is nothing technically that points to Facebook bottoming out right now. This is a falling knife, and I'd personally stay away from it. Okay, we got a super chat. Thank you so much for what do you do now? Well, I'll tell you what I do now. I make YouTube videos. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. ASTR. Let's pull it up and see what your question is. What are your thoughts? Rumored launch window to be announced this week, October 19th or 29th. Stock price should jump with next launch announcement. If I'm not mistaken, this was a prior SPAC. Yep. We are in that $7 to $8 range that I love to buy SPACs in. So fundamentally, I like it. Let's go look at the news because I don't know anything. I haven't looked at this stock in months, but let's take a look. So what is this? Oh, no. Bank of America, $9. Okay, so this is not good. Let's do AST. Wait, what sticker? ASTR. Oops, I had it. Bank of America initiates 8 days ago with a sell rating and a $9 price target. Ouch. Deutsche Bank, $13 price target and a buy. Didn't we just see this with LCID where we've got multiple analysts, one real low, one real high, and I swear this is deja vu over here. So nobody knows what's going on. Great. No surprise there. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I really appreciate the super chat. But as you said, this is a rumored launch window to be announced this week. Obviously, if they do in fact have a launch, well, let's think about what happened with Virgin Galactic, SPCE. So going into their rumored launches, we saw a rise up, and then come launch day, it usually dropped. Not always. Sometimes they'd have a successful launch, it would go up, but usually a drop. I would say, I don't know if I would buy too much into the rumor, just because technically ASTR is a falling knife right now. But if they do announce it, I mean, keep your ears out. If they announce it, then I would probably do like a buy the hype, sell the news event, where I would buy it once it was announced, and then sell it before that actual launch. That's probably how I would play this. But longer term, I mean, we're at $7.50. I think it's a great price. Any SPAC gets down between $7 and $8. It's a buy in my mind. So those are my thoughts. And again, I could be wrong. What's Tom now say? Could be ramblings of the man. Do your own research and analysis. Those are just my thoughts. That is a great question. If I had the answer to that, I'd put $1,000 into it right now. I don't know. But I got a surprise for you. You're going to love it. So I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. I don't know if you can see the title of this, but it is. Can I zoom in on it? Yeah, okay, here we go. So I have acquired this analysis from a very successful crypto trader named Borat Trades. And this is his ideas for the top 10 cryptocurrencies for the future. It's his list of 10 cryptocurrencies that he thinks could take off, kind of like SHIB did. Now, I haven't gone through this list yet. I still need to read through it. It's a whole bunch of pages. I actually printed the whole thing out here so I could flip through it and read through it. But I'm researching that right now. I'm trying to figure that out myself. I've been in contact with Borat Trades, and I'm going to try to do a live stream where I interview him, and we're going to discuss these 10 cryptocurrencies for the future. We're going to discuss his reasons on why he thinks these are the ones, and hopefully it gives you guys some insight into what possibly to buy in the future. So this is really exciting. It's coming up. I'm working on it. I'm trying to find the next Shiba as well, because heck, what is Shiba up like 200 million this year or something insane? Like, yeah. Guys, we all want to find the next Shiba. Everybody does. That is the billion, literally the $1 billion question. We're going to try. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good video. Uh, yes. Thank you for bringing that up, Chad. CPI numbers are coming out on Wednesday. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, it's the Consumer Price Index. It's our inflation numbers. Here's the deal. If those inflation numbers are high, then that is going to give really strong credence to the Fed tapering in November. And furthermore, raising interest rates a little bit sooner than we even think right now. High inflation is going to be bad for the markets. So, yeah, keep your eye on that Wednesday. If the CPI numbers come in low, then that could be good. We could see the stock market rise. The other problem, though, is we've also got the Congress is supposed to pass the appropriations extension on Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be an interesting day in the markets. Could be some really good, could be some really bad. It's going to be really, really difficult to predict. Just keep your eyes on it. Danger in the stock market. Great on, I don't know. Danger in the stock market. Just be careful. But thank you for bringing that up. Alrighty. Let's see. Why are we going down Tuesday? You're probably talking about the pre-markets. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen Tuesday. I have no idea. If I had an answer for that, I'd be a millionaire. I don't know. Did you cover Southwest? No, man. I don't know what's going on with Southwest. I actually know I'm good friends with a pilot for Southwest. I'm going to contact him, and I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going on. Southwest Airlines, by the way, is LUV. It's tanked because of all those canceled flights, and they blame it on weather, even though the weather in the U.S. has been amazingly great. Makes no sense whatsoever. They are flat out lying. Everybody knows they're lying, and nobody knows the truth. So I'm going to contact my pilot friends and see if I can get an answer for you guys as far as what's really going on, because this makes absolutely no sense. Let me just give me a second. I'm just going to take a note and remind myself to contact him. And then I will let you guys know what he says. And hopefully we can get some insight into this. All right. Ride, analysts give it $2. This is a lotto play for me. I don't know what it's going to do. I bought a 2023. Oops, that did not pull up right. I bought a 2023 call option on this. It was looking real good up until a few days ago. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, this thing could go to... I still give this a 60... No, I give this an 80% chance of going to zero. That's all I got to say. 80% chance of going to zero. Rich, thank you so much for the super chat again. Third attempt, man. I really, really appreciate you. You are amazing. Thank you so much. You keep me going. I wanted to be in bed 30 minutes ago, but I'm going for you guys. Going for you guys. What broker do I use? You mean, oh gosh. What you're looking at right now is Webull. I also have TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers. I use a lot of them. But if you guys want I've got Interactive Brokers. I've got a link for that there. You can go read about it on my resources page. scottcurry.me/resources. And then Webull, you can read about that on the promotions page. And then I've also got, if you sign up using the link on that promotions page, it'll get you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. And then if you need help setting up Webull, I've got a training video on how to set it up on the training tab. Let's see. You're saying Southwest employees doing a sick out fighting vaccine mandates. You're saying the same thing. Yeah, I'll contact my friend. He's a pilot. I'm going to see what he has to say about it. See if I can get you guys the truth. Rumors are good, but I want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Is it safe to use Webull? Yes and no. Let's just be really honest about something really fast. So Webull, first of all, they're a great broker. When it comes to their technology, their phone app, they are an absolute amazing platform. They're only available in the United States. That's one limitation. But the other thing that a lot of people don't like is they do use payment for order flow, which means like 80% of their trades are run through Citadel and the other 20% are run through other companies. So that's the one downside to them, which the payment for order flow means there's a really good chance you're not getting the best execution price, especially when the bid-ask spread is greater than 1 penny. If your bid-ask spread is greater than 1 penny, you're probably losing some money to the market makers. Now, that's a good thing for you because it means you don't have to pay to trade stocks. So if you're using something like Interactive Brokers, which does not have payment for order flow, well, they do and they don't. So Interactive Brokers, they have 2 options. You can do the free tier, which is just like Webull. It's payment for order flow. You don't pay per trade, but you're paying up for it in the bid-ask spread. Or you can pay, it's just $1 per trade if you're in the US or Canada. And when you decide to pay for your trades, then you're not doing payment for order flow and you're getting a better deal on your buys. Now, if you think about it, $1 per trade, if you're losing 1 penny per share price, then or option price or whatever due to payment for order flow, then you got to be doing a minimum of 100 shares or options at each time just to break even. If you're buying and selling less than 100 shares per trade, then it's better to do the free version with Webull. If you're buying more than 100 shares per trade, then it's better to go with the Interactive Brokers Pro and bypass the payment for order flow and just do your trades like that. So financially, it's up to you. Less than 100 shares or options at a time, better to go with Webull or Interactive Brokers Free. More than 100 shares at a time, it's better to go with Interactive Brokers Pro, where you'll get a better execution price. So safe, yes, but you can get better execution prices by going with Interactive Brokers Pro. Okay, we'll just talk about all Chinese stocks right now. Look, we still have a lot of FUD. Chinese stocks have been kind of sort of rising, but not really. NIO kind of went up a little bit, but kind of flatted out and then flatted out. My God, I'm so tired, guys. I'm going to get through this for you guys. BABA started rising, had a little bit of a drop today, but it's still up. We'll see if we can maintain this. It was looking like it was good, but I mean, we saw the same thing over here and it dropped. So I don't know if this is going to be sustainable or not. We'll see. I don't know. I think they're still dangerous. Danger in the stock market. Go back to the title of the video. You know, it's a rumor. It's not, nothing's been announced yet as far as Shiba being available on Robinhood. They're pushing for it, but nothing has been announced. It's just pure speculation and push right now. All right, guys. I'm going to take your advice and go get some sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, go ahead and follow the page or follow me on Twitter. I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everything. Just real fast, if you guys aren't on all the channels, sometimes things like Facebook or Twitter or YouTube go down. So you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/realscottcurry. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/realscottcurry. You can follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/stockcurry. If you guys want a free community just to chat with and get some good investment advice, this is good for long-term investments. You can go to a free Facebook group I set up for you guys. It's facebook.com/groups/we profit day and night. Just please do me a favor and answer both questions when you go to sign up for that, because that'll help me weed out some scammers. Still get scammers in there from time to time, but I feel like I do a pretty good job weeding them out. If you applied and you didn't get approved, you probably didn't answer both questions. So if you want to join that free group, that's good for you. The Discord is not mine. It's a group called Lucrum Investing, but I recommend it because they've got 40 analysts just like myself, 40 people with a lot of experience in the markets and trading that are in there literally 24 hours a day. They got UK traders. They've got a bunch of people in Europe. They got some Australian people. They've got a bunch of people in the US. They do, their analysts cover crypto, penny stocks. They do long-term investing, swing trades. They do options trading. They do futures. They even do like Amazon FBA. They've got all kinds of stuff. But it's just a great community over there. It's what is it, 34 bucks a month, but I got you a 7-day free trial, so it doesn't cost you anything for 7 days. Just go check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. About half the people that check it out stay. About half the people that check it out don't. You know, I liked it. I threw it out there. A lot of you guys were asking for a Discord, so I found this group, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good group. If you guys want to know what resources I do, what resources I use to do my analysis, I've got all those on my resources page. And then if you guys want a bunch of free stocks, free crypto, things like that, I got all my promotions on the promotions page. And you guys want any training basically on how to invest, how to become successful as a trader. If you've been like trying to go at it, you've just been losing money and you're just struggling right now, I've got the best trading course I found for new traders is something called Zip Trader U. It's another YouTuber named Zip Trader. I reached out to him like 6 months ago and got a 15% discount off his course. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can go to the training page, and I got 15% off his course there. Zip Trader also, once you sign up for that, it's a one-time thing for life. And then he gives you his daily morning stock picks every morning. And man, he gets some runners. I mean, he gets some that go up like 300-400%. The guy is amazing. Not every day, of course, but he does get some good runners. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it. Thank you guys, everything. And have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night, guys.